Okay, looks like we're live. Okay, good. All right. So we're just going to wait a few minutes and see. Welcome, guests and partners, to a live broadcast of Your Solution and an Answer with the world's #1 problem gambling interventionist, results coach Santos Jr., right out of Stockton, California. We are going to rock and roll here in just a few minutes. So there's my introduction. Hopefully we will, let me see, we have not been on Wednesdays. So this is something new. This is a new broadcast today. We're going to continually work on. So it's a trial. Let's see if we get some individual. Why are we here anyways? I'm going to have to go over this again. No, I'm just going to wait. I'll wait. We'll see what happens here. Typically, people meet me on Sundays, and so we will wait a few minutes and see what happens. Either that, I can always end the broadcast and start it over again. Nah. Anyways, I'm feeling good. Super fantastic, terrific, and over the top in spite of and because of. I had minor surgery today. Minor surgery. So I'm doing really good. I'm very, very grateful for that. Very grateful. And we're just going to be here for, I would say, 30, 40 minutes. I'll be right with you guys. I typically start the broadcast with one of my, okay, let's see if we got something here. Ooh. Here we go. Hey, Jim. Wednesday hump day. Yeah, we're trying to experiment. See, I already did my own introduction here to myself. So, yeah, welcome, Jim. Here's a couple things wanted to share. You know, Jim, I really was thinking about this, that let me see if I can bring this up. You know, we work on figuring stuff out for about 35, 40 minutes on this broadcast. That's the goal, right? Work on figuring stuff out. Therefore, the name, Your Solution and an Answer live broadcast. It's my way to give back because I am on mission to save the hemorrhaging gambler. I'm on a mission to save the hemorrhaging gambler. I shouldn't chuckle at that, but I have to look at my own life because my life was a mess. Definitely. So, it looks like it's just me and you, Jim. What do we've got going on? Wonderful things. You know, I was thinking earlier, Jim, do you remember anything from your high school days? Do you remember anything from the classes that you took during your high school days or your elementary school days? Do you remember any of those classes? Can you, if you do, share something. We're going to talk about crypto here in a minute. We'll talk about crypto. We've got some great things happening. You remember anything? I wanted to bring this up because we have a few people that come on this broadcast, and we have to get the most out of this broadcast, or else we're just wasting our time here. I remember Business Consumer Review. Okay. Mock trial was cool. This is actually the, let me see. Jim, why do you remember these classes? Yes, I had minor surgery. Do you know why you remember these classes that you're mentioning here, Jim? Why do you recall them? And by the way, what is it that you remember? Is there something very specific about these classes that you remember? Or do you just remember the entire class, the teacher? Uh, Jim, you're the first person that I've asked this question to that actually remembers about school. That's really interesting because most people don't remember. They don't remember. And the reason why is because they didn't really participate. They did not really participate. That's why they don't remember. I let the cat out of the bag. I let the cag out of the bat. Let me see. I let the cag oh, never mind. I let the cat out of the bag. I remember. Let me see. I remember. Let me get rid of these things. I don't need that. Great Expectations was a tough read. I remember my honors in English. Reagan, let me see. Ragin Cajun 311 made it. Santos, hey, welcome to your solution and an answer, because that's what we hear. We're trying to figure stuff out. That's what we hear, people, friends. We need to participate. We're talking about why we don't remember stuff. From school. Ragin' Cajun. Do you remember anything from your school days, from your high school, from your elementary? Do you remember anything? Was school fun for you? Did you enjoy learning? What's your feedback? Yeah. Here's my point in bringing this subject up. Friends, guests, partners. We don't learn by just sitting in a classroom. That is one of the most boring things to do. That's why we got to move around, we got to stand up, we got to do stuff, take notes, participate, right? You guys remember that? There's no emotion. At least in most of my classes, but it looks like Jim had some good stuff going on. Jim Yumoto, looks like you had some good stuff going on in school, man. Let me see, Ragin. Yes, school was a lot of fun. I remember everything. Really? Wow. Man, you guys must like learning. I hated school. I hated it. I didn't want to go. To me, school was boring. Let me see, I almost broke my neck in the gym. Trying to do pole vault. I do remember that. That I do remember. The other thing that I remember is I had this older teacher in social studies, and he would fall asleep and he would snore. I do remember that one too. Other than that, I remember the girls and a few of my buddies. Math, science. Oh, I remember the frog. I think there was a dried up frog in a little container. I remember that. but I didn't want to go. And this is the reason why people are failing today, my friends. The reason why people are failing today is because they're sitting on a log like a bump. Really. If you do not participate, if you do not participate when you're sitting in front of a video, when you're sitting in front of an audience, when you're sitting in front of a teacher, if you don't participate, if you don't get yourself emotionally involved, you will walk away drained. In fact, you might even walk away worse, because you might get offended that the guy's so fired up and he's got vision going on that you know. But that's anyway. Anyhow, I get a little bit excited. So I can appreciate that you guys like school, okay? Because not everybody. I'm a college graduate. I'm also a former U.S. Army tank commander. I salute you for your service. Thank you, veteran. Thank you. That's an interesting thing. A U.S. Army tank commander. Wow. Uh, what part of the world, Rajan? I know it doesn't sound like you're in the U.S. Or are you in the U.S.? Yeah, U.S. Army. Well, you could be outside the U.S. and come in and become a U.S. Army. I've seen it happen. But congratulations, man, on making whatever it is that you achieved in college. I've met a lot of people that were in college. They graduated from college and they're working. Well, no, I shouldn't say a lot of people. Santos, come on, man. What the heck is wrong with you today? Wake up, brother. All right. All right, brother. I'll wake up. Anyways, I met one guy that was out of the Army and he had graduated, but he was working at McDonald's. He's a big guy, big black man. And I've met a couple others. Interesting. Anyhow, I see we have a few people that they're peeking in and they're like, who is this guy, man? He's on, typically we're on Sundays. We are going to make it to Wednesdays. We're going to do kind of a 35 minute. We're not going to do a long episode on Wednesdays unless I get 25 or 30 people to join and interact with me so that we're not like bumps on the log, right? I don't want to be a bump on the log. I want to be, even on this broadcast, man, what can I get out of this broadcast? I got so much stuff happening. I need solutions, man. I need an answer, And you have to find that space. You have to have that environment that creates that emotion, that creates the energy for you to think so that you can sit down and write, about what it is that you need, because we get ideas. And especially in this program, because this is kind of a high energy broadcast. So I expect ideas. I expect solutions. That's what I want out of this program. And I expect that from you guys. Texas, right on, Texas Roadhouse. By the way, your eyes are lit up. I like that, man. The eyes never lie, Chico. Let me see. It looks like we've got a few. I didn't have much influence to help me find my way. Sometimes it's not our fault. Yeah, the reason why I made it through high school was because my mom pushed me. You got to get up. You got to get up, son, and go to school. Oh, I hated getting up, and I did, man. I just why? You know why? Because I was a very confused little boy. I was very confused and I was scared. I was actually afraid of people. I was actually afraid of people, and I was afraid of what people thought of me at a very, very early age. Now, I didn't know this. I did not know this. But as I look back, I can reflect and realize what was happening, why I didn't interact, why I didn't go to the I did participate in a lot of the programs and groups and different things, but most of the time I was partying, man. It was the alcohol confidence that I had. Can you relate to that? Liquid courage. Liquid courage got me into a lot of places. It also got me into a lot of trouble. Yeah, liquid courage works for a little bit. Of course, it works differently on everybody else. It works. Liquid courage. When you drink liquid courage, right? Alcohol. For one person, it could be turn them into a loving teddy bear, and another person can turn them into a raging animal. So depends. That's what I was trying to say there. Anyhow, I'm getting twisted up here. Life changes for the better when we move away from home. Well, that depends. Yeah, depends. Depends on. Eventually, we have to move out. Yeah, right. We should either that or get kicked out. But sometimes, for some, it's not better. For some adults, it's probably better that they stay at home closer to their parents. But then for other adults, no, get them out, man. Move them out to the barnyard or something. Well, we have a few people that are watching. I want to welcome you, guests, friends. Why are we here? We're here to figure. We're just here to try to figure things out. Honestly, that's why we're here, trying to figure some things out. We got a little bit of time, get a little bit of focus, and we're trying to figure things out. That's why we're here. My mission, my mission is to save the hemorrhaging problem gambler, the one that's bleeding. I'm here to save. So let me see. What does rage in my sober? My sober date is November 27, 2013. No more liquid courage for me. Good for you, man. Mine, you know what? I actually quit drinking alcohol before I stopped gambling. I had a major problem with alcohol myself. Pretty bad. Um, it would, yeah. Anyways, I'm not even going to go there. But I believe I stopped drinking. When did I stop drinking alcohol? Let me see if I can remember. I mean, I still drink alcohol. I drink a beer. I'll take a shot once in a while, once a year, twice a year. I'm in full control. I don't, because if I drink too much alcohol, it gives me a headache. So that's the cool thing about that. But I don't really like too much alcohol. I just like a little bit, and that's it. And I am in full control of it. I stopped drinking. Oh man, when did I stop drinking? 96, 97, 98, maybe close to the year 2000, I believe. I stopped drinking alcohol. No, 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 no. I it was still a little bit beyond that. I don't remember the exact year, but I know it's been more than 10 years. Way more than 10 years. Alcohol. Yeah, I started drinking alcohol when I was probably about 8, 9 years. It was Budweiser. Remember, my dad used to buy the white can, the Budweiser, and then it was Puerto Rican rum. That was a traditional. They give it to you when you're a little kid, at young age, 7, 8 years of age. They got you drinking. Be a man. Take a shot. And they had the little coquitos. So, and then because I lived in the projects, the guys out in the neighborhood, if they're having a beer, if they got a bottle of rum, you go by there and they give you a shot. So I was drinking very early on. Wine coolers. I remember peppermint schnapps, Puerto Rican rum and coke. Oh yeah, I remember all of that stuff. And I'm glad I'm completely free. So congratulations, Raging Cajun, on your victory, man. That's fantastic. I like to hear that. By the way, how did you get sober? if you want to let me know. How did you do this? How did you kick that habit? Because that's not an easy one either, by any stretch. Some people die quitting. Yeah, and it's a lot of it's in the mind. Your mind will lift you up, or your mind will bring you down. Your mind will take you hostage, or you can take your mind hostage, right? Or your mind will take you hostage. There's always, like my personal coach Travis says, light, darkness, right? Foundation or starting or connect and creativity. Anyhow, I'm ranting here. So thank you. Yeah. Let me know. I'd like to know how you let me know how you kicked that thing, brother. Man, 20 minutes have already gone by. Working hard. I'm also going to be going live tonight on TikTok. I do Wednesday night. I'm actually going to be doing Wednesday night solutions, your solution and an answer. I'm going to be doing it on YouTube Wednesday and Sunday. And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm going to be going live on our Facebook group that you can see right there. You're welcome to join me. We're building that group. We're going to be going live on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I believe 7 p.m. or so. We've got a lot of activity happening to help the problem gambler or the addict or the lost businessman, because it really all is a lot of the same stuff. It's about mind mouth power congruency. It's about getting this to line up, right? What's going on up here to line up with what's happening here, so that it'll all impact our living. We have to impact our living. Some people are trying to impact their living, but they're forgetting about what this up here is supposed to be doing, right? You're supposed to be mind mouth power congruency. You're supposed to be aligning this with your spirit, with your soul. You align this, and it's going to help expand all these other fantastic areas that you've got going on in your life. You know, ever since I started really focusing on mind mouth power congruency, I've noticed, I would say probably an 80% increase in energy and creativity and ideas for my businesses. And of course, I have a coach. I have coaches in my personal life that I utilize. I'm not that smart. I'm not going to try to figure everything out. I need help. I need help. And I'm not ashamed to say that. Yes, I'm a certified life coach. I've got certificates. I've got licenses, but I recognize that when I need help, I get help. I'm not, I don't mind if I have to, if I have to spend $2,500 to hire a coach to help me expand my business. If you've got $10,000 sitting in a bank account, that's a big tool that you have. If you've got 10,000 or 15,000, as a matter of fact, I just joined a group. Marson is my sponsor. I made $400 yesterday in a matter of 30 minutes. $400 by just listening to a coach and participating. He turned $5,000 within, I think he turned $5,000 into $6,000 in a month. And that $6,000 recently just turned, I imagine within, I don't know the exact time frame. He told me last night he turned it into $16,000. That's a pretty good profit on Eureka. Totally on one coin called CC. And this is a phenomenal project that I'm involved with now. I don't really want to get into this too much here. If you want to talk to me about this, we can do that. Maybe we can talk about it here. But the point is that we have to be willing to listen. We have to be willing to take notes. We have to be willing to take action, That's what I'm getting at here, I guess. My rant here. So, yep, exactly. I don't accept help because I'm too proud. And Jim, here's what happens to because I was very proud too. Honestly, I was very proud. I had to be broken. And the Bible says that pride comes before the fall. Pride comes before the fall. So I had to fall in order to be taught. That's exactly what happens. That's a good analogy that you're bringing up there. I don't accept help because I'm too proud. Well, I'll tell you what, man. I'm not that proud of a person anymore because I recognize, number one of the reasons why I recognize is because tomorrow's not promised to anybody. So if we have the ability and we have the means to better ourselves, like I said, money's a tool. Money's a tool for bartering. The person that hoards money and tries to keep it all in, what happens is basically it's like putting money into a bag with holes. That's what happens. We have to use this tool that we have. It's a bartering tool. And until we get that mental shift, that money is a bartering tool, like a pen, like a calculator, like a phone, like a cup. Money is like a cup, right? I can trade this for a pen. I can trade this for some antibiotic. It's just like money. Same thing. And money is a tool. And until we understand that, we're going to struggle. We will struggle with money. We will hoard it. We will become selfish, and it'll make us proud, man. It'll make us proud, and then that's just not a good. Does that sound like a good recipe? Man, no, wow. Realize what I was just saying. That's not a good recipe, man. You know? And again, I've been ripped off, I've been burned. Um Not 5,000. In fact, it's been several times that I was burned and financially. But I learned that you can still trust people when you get to know them, and when you get you get to know them, you get to love or like, right? And you get to trust them. Those are the folks that you want to do business with. We end up doing business with folks that we don't know, we don't trust, we don't even like. We don't even check out their website. We don't watch their videos. We don't really know anything about them. People do, and I've been there. It's just an ugly thing. And I'm grateful that I don't go there anymore, because pride will blind you. Pride will help you too, in a sense. It'll help you kind of stand up for yourself. But yeah, that's just the way it was for me. Yeah. Let me see here. We didn't know we had choices when we were young. That is too bad. Yeah, that our parents didn't teach us properly. They didn't teach us choices. Here's another thing. I'm going to share this. You probably remember this. Do you remember in school? Do you remember getting the big F on your report? You probably remember seeing the big F, a red F on your report or your paperwork that you turned in that was not up to par. What kind of motivation is that in school? Put a big F on paper and give it to a student, right? A big F in red. Here's your paperwork. Boy, that's some real motivation, teacher. And I remember a lot of that. That's why I hated school. And that's why it's so important to associate with the right people, because there's people out there that'll give you might think they're a friend. They'll give you a big F. They will flunk you. You think they're your friend, you think they're this, the other thing. No. We got to separate ourselves from that kind. And I'm not talking about like, what I'm saying is that we have to really, really be consciously aware of who we're in front of, and pick up on good energy or dispel bad energy, right? Dispel bad energy or pick it up. That's what I do, man. I listen. I listen. What can I get out of this, man? Where am I hurting the most? And what can I get out of this guy that's speaking right now? What's coming to my mind? What is coming to my mind, man? I'm writing notes, dude. I spent last week in Las Vegas for 4 days at a mastermind. I met some of the most probably the greatest experience that I had in my life. I met some really, really great folks. And one of them that stands out to me is the actor that I was able, in fact, I took a picture with him. He's on my Facebook page. My Facebook, yeah, just my regular Facebook page. Discovery Channel, the Diesel Brothers. Keaton Hoskins, big guy, man, about 310 pounds. And what was his word? You know what? Pardon my language, but fuck fear and go to work. And I'll never forget that, because that sank into my spirit. And I had a great time listening to these coaches, to these teachers. And I'm telling you, man, I just feel completely elevated from being on that mastermind. I'm looking forward to the next one. I'll have a ticket or two. I believe we're going to be in Las Vegas. We're going to be in, of all places, Utah and Phoenix. We're coming up. And I'm going to have tickets. And these are like $2,500 events. So if you're interested in taking your life, your business to the next level, whatever have you, hit me up on about the next gen event. You can see right there behind me. That's one of the events that I was at with the group of people. That's what it's about, man. I'm telling you, oh man, just elevated. So we are coming down to the wire. Got to land this jetliner here. Thank you. I appreciate you for saying that. You're a blessing also. You're a blessing also, Raging, in your way. I don't know how, but being here is also a blessing to me. So I appreciate you for being here. Yeah, thank you for that. And share, guys, help me grow. Share my videos. Leave comments. Right now it's still slow growth on YouTube, but I need your help, guys. I need you guys to help me. I need you guys to share. Listen, our children are the most vulnerable right now against bad marketing, false gurus, bad teachers online, and the advertisements. A lot of young people are falling prey to gambling. A lot of young people. We don't see it as much because they're hidden, but there are a lot of young people out there suffering from this. And we need to work together as a community. We need to work together as a mission. That's my mission. What is my mission? My mission is to save the hemorrhaging problem gambler, to save him, to stop the bleed. That's my mission. It's broad. There's a lot of areas. So I need help. I need help, you guys. It would have been nice if we could have had this room filled up tonight, but unfortunately, I haven't been on Wednesday lives. But I'm going to be, next week, we'll be here again. We will be here again. All right. So I am going to invite you to connect with me. Facebook Live. If you like TikTok, we're going to do TikTok also. Let me see. I'm doing TikTok Live, and I'm getting out there, man. I'm pushing to get out there in front of the people. If you want it, somebody said, Santos, if you want to generate more income, you got to get out there and serve more people. You want to get out there, you got to get out there. Serve more people. Get out there. More lives and more books and all of that. Anyways. All right. Yeah. Some people, yeah. But eventually, Jim, what happens is, I can appreciate that I've been burned financially. I can honestly appreciate that today. All those losses that I've had, they probably range. I mean, at least the businesses and the things that I've purchased, I would say probably about $25 to $30,000. I appreciate the lessons that I've learned because now when I sit in front of somebody, I know exactly what to look for. I know exactly what to listen for. I know what to smell for. Right? Some people, they have a funny odor, and that's not what I want to be with. Anyhow, I'm talking figuratively here. Yeah. All right, my friends, we're coming down here. We haven't had much of a. I appreciate you guys. If I went back to teaching, I will teach students more on personal development. I really would. Exactly. Exactly. I was listening to my coach today, Coach Travis, and he was talking about how coaches in the gym, most coaches in the gym, they teach you how to build muscle, right? They teach you how to build this thing right here. They teach you how to build that, and they teach you how to build the muscles up here and the six-pack abs and the big legs. I don't have much for legs, but at least I got some. And they neglect the most important part of the journey: mind, mouth, power, congruency. See, you can build muscles, man. Let me see, who was that guy on Popeye? Remember Pluto? Pluto? He wasn't this Brutus on Popeye and Olive in them. Remember him? The big guy. He wasn't the smartest, but he was strong and he was big. And then Popeye ate that. I like spinach, by the way. He ate that spinach, right? He was the smarter guy. It was uncomfortable. I don't think he personally liked the taste of spinach out of the can, but yet he ate it because he knew it was good for him. Yeah. Oh boy. Remember Robin Williams, Popeye? All right. Okay. You know what I want to do is on the end of this broadcast. Hey, do you guys like the song Simple Man by Leonard Skinner? You guys like that? I really enjoy singing. I really do. And I thought, you know what? At the end of the broadcast, I'm going to sing a karaoke song. Just one. Don't take off yet, man. I haven't started singing. It's going to be a good one. I practiced it a little bit. All right? I love that. Simple Man. So we're going to close pretty soon here. And who knows? Everybody's leaving. So I'm going to get to that and end the broadcast. We will be back here. We will be back here on Sunday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tomorrow, Facebook, the group there below will be there live answering questions and interacting. Bring a friend, invite a friend, show up there, and let's see what we can do as a community. I know YouTube dings me for this, but it's all right. I want to thank you guys for hanging out. We've come to the end of the broadcast. I'm going to close with this karaoke song because I've got the balls to sing it. I've got the confidence to sing it, even though I'm not a singer. Hey, sing with me if you like. Mama told me when I was young, come sit beside me, my only son, and listen closely, oh yes, to what I say. And if you do this, it will help you some sunny day. Ah, yeah. It'll help you some sunny day, my friend. Take your time. Don't live too fast. Troubles will come, oh, and they will pass. Go find a woman, and you'll find love. And don't forget, son, there's someone up above. Be a simple kind of man. Be something you'll love and understand. Be a simple man, something that you'll love and understand. Kind of man. So won't you do this for me, son, if you can? Yes, I will. Simple man. Forget your lust for the rich man's gold. All that you need is in your soul. And you can do this, oh yeah, if you try. All that I want for you, my son, be satisfied. Be a simple kind of man. Be something you love and understand. Baby, be a simple kind of man. So won't you do this for me, son, if you can? Yes, I will. Enjoy your life while you can, my friends. Never be ashamed to be who you are. Never be ashamed of who you are and who you want to be. Never be ashamed. Or don't you worry, you'll find yourself. Follow your heart, oh, and nothing else. And you can do this if you try. And that I want for you, my son, be satisfied. Be a simple kind of man. Something you love and understand. Love and understand. Simple. A simple kind of man. So won't you do this for me, son, if you can? Simple, simple man. Be something you love and understand. All right, that's done. All right, we're done with the broadcast. See, we had a few that joined in. And all right, my friend. Oh, we had Jim visit us. All right, we're coming to the end of the wire here. How, let me see. Jim West, this man-made world is something we need to question, especially how it has developed ourselves. Yes. All right. My friends, well, we will see you guys. All right, I got to get ready to get off to go live on TikTok. I'm looking forward to that here in a few minutes. I'll probably do some singing on TikTok and answer some questions if there's people that actually show up. I've got my stand here coming pretty soon. So with that said, my friends, I will catch you at the top on the inside on my very next one. Making every day super fantastic, terrific, and over the top. Slow CZ. There we go. All right, my friends. Jim West, Slow CZ, and then who else was here? Raging Cajun. I want to thank you guys for being a part of this broadcast. This your solution and an answer live broadcast with the world's #1 problem gambling interventionist. I'll see you guys next time.